Hey everyone, so yeah, we're just getting ready to grease up our swather and do some hand. Before we did that, we made a really cool show for you guys. Anyox 4, just a real good show. You know, lots of stuff from different things to show you around the Powerhouse, in the mines, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Next week we're going to go and edit all the drone footage we have. So next week we'll have a show of Anyox, just everything with the drone. We got some really good, awesome drone footage. We're just going to put a show of that together. And so then we got a bunch of other mines we're going to show you in the fall time. But later on this fall, we're going to go back to Anyox. I've just talked to Jeff, and we can use some heavy equipment up there, a cat and a hoe. And we're going to push some roads up and open some stuff up and just get into all those areas we couldn't get into, bust all those dams, go way back in the deep water. And we're just going to have fun there. But that'll be later, probably early in the winter by the time we get that all online. And so enjoy the show.
Running out and the using live streets infected and crawled in the slime. The neon nightmare is about to unwind.
So most of the buildings here were just like concrete, but this is a really fancy, you know, this is a facade and stuff. And they really took a lot of pride in this building. You look at the windows and how it was built up. It looks like the windows were kind of blocked off in later years, but yeah, it's just a beautiful building. And you know, the architect probably designed this to be like any building in Vancouver. Panning a little bit to the left there, you can see there's a whole bunch of stuff that's all riveted and the piping and stuff, and it's really old stuff. So let's go in the Powerhouse and see what we can find there. So this is the iconic Anyox Powerhouse, and you know, one thing that's really common here is bear shit. Bears are everywhere, so you see those bears. Anyways, we didn't come here to see bear shit. So yeah, this is just a massive building. You can see, I don't know how big it is. We should have had our measuring device here in there. And you see all the brick is kind of falling off the sides of this building, and it's mostly just decorative. There's no real reason to have brick like that. They put all the brick on there because they're just proud of this Powerhouse. Everything else here was made out of concrete, and they just put these bricks on here because they thought it looked cool. And it did, until the bricks fell off. So there we have this big gantry crane. Look, it's a 15-ton gantry crane, and we use that to, you know, lift up motors and stuff. And as you look at that crane, on the very left side of the crane, there's still a pulley system, so we're going to go over there. I'll go over there and I'll see if this actually still works. And so there's two chains. This one here makes the gantry go to the right or to the left, the crane. Doesn't move very far anymore. See, and this guy here is hooked up to a big winch here, and a cable that comes down, and this one lifts the cable up and down. That's pretty cool, right? Look how much money they spent on this railing and stuff, eh? Look how well built it is. Bolted in here, all threaded pipe. That's just a work of art, this railing, isn't it?
It is.
As we see everywhere here, they just spared no expense on building stuff. And here's all the gearing for that winch and the gantry crane. Isn't that neat, eh? And it all still kind of works. The cable's still there and it still turns over. Just some massive machines under here, eh?
I'm not sure.
Wow.
I'm not sure how this lever works. There's springs up against here.
Part of that's made out of wood, eh? Look at that. It's made out of wood, that one rod.
I don't know how this damn thing works. But if we push this that way, our ram's gonna come out the front of this here.
It's some kind of a gate valve, obviously, right? It's a gate valve to open and close that. It was really high pressure. This would have been just massive. And we'll show you the outside where the pipe came in here. And it was like about a 36-inch pipe, and then it came choking it down to a smaller pipe. So the pressure would have been just massive coming into here. And here's another one of those gates. And it's a Pelton Doble, and up here we see a Pelton wheel. So look at the size of that pipe, and that's what powered all the generators that run the dam here at Anyox. So the most interesting thing, I think, and I always love these things, is this Pelter wheel. And it's a high pressure wheel that generated electricity. And I don't know what the pressure was, but it was insane. See, there was a machine in here and a big crank. Look at the size of the crank in here. The generator's all gone, would have been salvaged probably for copper. But here's the Pelter wheel that ran that generator. So there's the Pelter wheel coupled up with the clutch. And here's a big generator. The windings are still there. That's the kind of the core part of the generator and the shaft. And the rest of it's gone. And there's some more associated structures with that. Oh yeah, okay, this is what that Pelter wheel looks like on the inside. That's a Pelter wheel. So the other one that we saw, this is the casing for it. And the water just hits at just a tremendous pressure. The water hits this wheel at a tremendous pressure and turns these just massive generators over to produce that electricity. And you see most of the copper has been salvaged off of there. And that's what we have left today. And next thing we'll do is we'll fly the drone through here and you can have a look at this from the air. It's a pretty impressive sight, this Powerhouse. If you look at the big ring gear and the valves that turn these things off, you take a lot of force to shut on these valves. You can see how it works. A whole series of these valves here to turn the water on and off. If they had to do some maintenance on generators, they didn't want water there anymore.
Frank just coming up from underneath the Powerhouse there, having a look around. And look what we have here. There's a fixed position crane of very nice quality.
Yeah, well, these look like kind of tablets, but they're not. And what they're used for is to direct the molten slag from the smelter. So they see these little runways here, and the slag comes out of the furnaces. It's red hot and molten, and they make these little runways, and they can direct the slag to wherever they want. And then it turns into this black stuff once it cools down. I think you got to quench it with some water, and it turns into that granular stuff that you see, this black slag you see everywhere.
Doesn't look like much.
I think you should go first, Kevin, and I'll hold the camera.
Me first.
Yeah, you should jump down there, give me the camera, and just one jump into that soft stuff, and you'll be fine, right? And you can see just how many feet of slag there is. I think we're probably about 100 feet above the level part of it. For the operation, just a massive amount of slag. And you're flying over it real quick, it doesn't look like a lot of slag. When you look at it now, it's just a massive amount of slag. So that's left here. They're using that for industrial purposes, making roof and shingles and whatnot. So this must be all part of the chimney, the flue stack or whatever you want to call it. And it goes along here, and then it goes into this big, looks almost like a facade. Another part of this building here. And see, you can kind of see that from the outside. The steel is just barely hanging on. All the bricks are crumbling. Completely falling apart, this part.
I'm gonna take the drone over to that big red spot over there. We'll have a look-see. Frank's doing a little more cipher in there between his hip chain and trying to run a compass on an iron mountain. Nice big timbering for horseshoe. What are we gonna do now, Frank?
Oh, I gotta take out my, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Yeah, maybe I should take my iPad and get a position of where we are here. And, oh, there's a hole there, and there's a bunch of holes there, so we'll check out some holes. So we're at the bottom, we're at the end of this tunnel here, and it's kind of interesting to see we got this horseshoe that, oh, we got some friends. So we got to see this horseshoe here, and it's reaching into just an open stope. So this is obviously all mined. At one time it went up to an ore pass, and it's all gone now. It's just sky. It used to be a solid rock here, I'm sure. Oh, we're getting bombed. Yeah. So we're gonna head along here and see if we can find us a manway. We got all these different levels. There must have been some way for the miners to get from one level to the next, but we haven't found it yet. There's a level up there. I don't know, maybe we can get in there. We should have a look at that. That'd be kind of a higher level. Be nice if there was a crosscut there. But if that don't work, we can make our way down, which isn't really all that treacherous, and see what we can find down there. Maybe the main hall. There may be kind of a main hall level down there somewhere, because we sent all that water down there, so gotta go somewhere. Looks like it'd be possible to make our way down from that rim from the top, but it's a big hole. Some big boulders in here. Make a hell of a crash if all of a sudden one of these come down. Size of a house.
That is a big.
Oh, I see the rail and stuff up there. That's where the stope come across, or where the old tunnel was that we're following. And there it continues on in this area somewhere.
It's that one right there, up to the left.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder how wet it's going to be down in that lower.
There's a hole there.
Oh yeah.
Might be just a little rat hole where you can see through. Well, hope it's not too steep for us. Lots of places to check out. Hopefully we'll find something interesting here. So we're slowly making our way into this bigger level, lower level. You can see it's a pretty big area. Oh cool, look at that. See a ladder straight up ahead there. Oh, hopefully we can get into that level right there. That looks really good. Let's see if we can get in there. Yeah, so we're just sitting here having a little smoke here. Not me. Well, yeah, me, because all the smoke's coming down. And there goes up the hole. Yeah, so we're going to continue on this other trail that goes up also. And we're going to go up that way, up to that little hole. Work our way up that way. Oh yeah, it goes up. Not that steep either. That horseshoe's good. Yeah, now this is the day that you're always wishing you had a bigger, brighter light. Yeah. She's dark, black, big hole in there. We've come down a long ways, and we still got a long ways to go yet, looks like. hoping we can find ourselves a good crosscut level here. Gotta be something somewhere. Still easier going along down here than it is climbing a shaft going straight down in a wet, small hole. Way easier doing that. Safer too. No, hoping that's going to be a crosscut level. Oh, you can see the lake a lot better from here. Well, the closer you get, the better, but this is closer than we were already. We get down there, it'll be even better. Well, and I sure hope that's a crosscut level. It looks like it could be just a little stoped out area, but it'd be real cool. Going through somewhere. What was that?
Rock.
Oh, I thought something fell out of your pack or your camera or something. Well, the rock we don't mind missing. Oh, there might be a level down there. Let's see. Looks kind of interesting. Check this out. We've got dynamite blocks here, and the paper is still in good shape here. Well, there might be some dynamite in here. Let's see. Nope. Don't think so. What do we got here? What kind of box is that? Maybe not in as good a shape as I thought. CIL. Yeah, the paper's still here. Polar, Foresight, Johnson. Grammy must have had a hell of a deal on that because we sure seen a lot of that. Oh, look at that color. That, oh, isn't that cool? Oh, some nice rock here. Yeah, a ladder going up here. Ooh. Goes down, but you ain't getting down there. That's nice. Whew. Definitely don't want to try to go down there. Man, if we had a rope we could, but we don't got a rope so we can't. I can see a couple little pieces of wood there. Some wedges and shit down there.
There's an horseshoe heading up.
Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, right on. Well, that's cool. And down too, so which way we want to go, up or down?
Down's gonna take you to water.
Yeah. Let me just have a look in there. It might not go very far.
I can see light over here in the corner
Light where?
by the upper.
Oh, cool.
Got a hole through to the.
Well, that's neat. We're getting somewhere then. Doesn't look like we're going to be dead-ended here anytime soon, at least. Yeah, there's some wedges and stuff in here, but I got to kind of hop down there. It doesn't look real steep.
Well.
This is probably the only chance we have to get down.
Well, look at the level of the lake, though. You're just about on it.
Yeah, that's fine. I kind of like to get a shot of it if I can.
But
There's one going down, an overpass going down. It probably goes right down to the water. There's a rope up there. Might be a crosscut level up there. We're underneath this deposit that they mined out, and it comes at a pretty sharp angle. And the rock is kind of all the way down here, so I'm just kind of making my way along here real slow, hoping that we can squeeze in here somewhere and find a crosscut in other levels, but we haven't been successful so far. We just kind of keep going along, and we haven't found a way out yet. It almost looks like it's sneaked through there.
Frank went up there to try to see if he could go across to the hopefully get into one of these tunnels, but it's really not looking like it. Says it's way too angular. Oh. We were trying to get over to right about there. Doesn't look like it's a no-go. That's where we were down in that big stope down in there. It's pretty darn steep there. I can hear rocks coming down all the time while he's trying to get down. Everything's fairly angular here, you might say. Very rarely are the angles in your favor.
So my plan here was to climb up here, and it looked like there was a ledge from the bottom where I could get across, but as you can see, it's there is no ledge. It's just really steep, or not enough of a ledge. It's kind of nasty climbing up here as it is. So yeah, so that was not going to work. And unfortunately, there's all kinds of cool cross-cut levels, but we ain't figured out how to get in to any of them. Just can't seem to make a connection here. So I'm gonna have to go back down and meet Kevin down there, I guess. It's just like probably about the same footage we got on the drone. I don't know if you can see Kevin, but he's way down there, way at the bottom. It's pretty big stope. Yeah, it'd be really cool if we can get some of them holes, but there's certainly no easy way. So we got one other place here on the outside we can check. Kind of a pretty cool bridge there, and looks like maybe right in behind there all like snow is. So it's the 5th of June and we're still got snow here, so a lot of that looks like kind of a galena type of material. But
yeah, pyrites, kind of like a lead zinc, or I don't know. I'm not a geologist.
yeah,
I know what pretty rocks are.
yeah, pretty rocks. Yeah,
Cool rocks.
Yeah, there's a couple more levels there that not accessible to us either. Well, lots of levels we can see that we can't get to. They just mined into the stope and took all the minerals and left them high and dry. Kevin's just scrambling his way up here. So we're quite a bit above this big hole now. But we can climb down this little peephole and we'll give you a good shot of it. That's a really good peephole. So we're really interested to see whether the main hall level, this mine, is flooded or not. Maybe underneath that, in the bottom of this big pond you're going to see here in a second, as soon as I get through here. Or it could be above the water, and that could just be a winds. Not sure which. So there's a rope there, but obviously not the type of thing you would ever want to trust. So we can just kind of pretend there is no rope. Actually, be better off there is no rope, because you wouldn't be tempted to grab it. Yeah, see what I mean? You can't even see that pond from here. It's actually around the corner. Well, that's interesting. It looks pretty treacherous. Let me screw out of that. That rocklet is barely sitting there. That's what you call dicey, huh? Yeah. We're done here. Probably a lick standing here. Yeah. Sneezing here and all this could fall down. Yeah, there's the lake. And this is as far as we're getting. Huh, well, it's too bad. That's the way it is, though. The lake's a fair ways down yet. We were on this other side. Just a beautiful picture looking out. I always wonder if there's going to be bats in here. Because you can't see them. If there was, the ceiling is so high, it's impossible to see up there. And it's huge up there. So obviously there's a lot of, this is all mined out, so the main hall level's below us. It's a long ways down though. Watch, I'll throw a rock down here. I don't know how far down that is. It's always difficult to estimate. A couple 100 feet at least, I would think. We checked out everything else. And this is a parallel tunnel that goes in. Hopefully we can find a ladder or something that goes up there, because there's got to be some way for the miners to have gotten from the different levels. We haven't figured out how they got. We haven't seen a ladder or a manway or anything yet, so we'll look around and see if we can find one. I don't even know if I can get in there.
Can you reach your camera over? We're inside this big stope here, and she's not very nice area. It's a lot of big busted rock.
There's a rope going down, but it's totally shot. I just grabbed it and brought it and fell apart in my hand.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a dynamite box here.
I didn't even see that one.
Probably not. Lots of times, you know, I've done something like that.
You've done lots of these.
And all of a sudden, holy fuck, you wouldn't believe what's under here.
You're into a tunnel.
We know there's cross-cut levels. So we need to kind of check out every little possible lead. Well, the spark's coming pretty good running through that rock down there.
Lots of times you found the entrance to a whole labyrinth in something like that, though.
Yeah. Well, that's not going anywhere, eh?
No, it doesn't look like it's going anywhere. An old edge of an old tunnel there with a bunch of drill rods and then rope to rope for guys walking along and some ladders.
It goes in there. It just looks like it's a ledge and they mined along anything.
This is kind of cool, all this crystallization on the rock since it's been opened up. This is some pretty ugly rock up here. It's completely fractured and hanging up over top of an old ore pass here. Looks kind of steep to me.
I saw a steel handle or something. That's what I saw. Alright, so we're on our last day at Anyox. We're just getting all our stuff packed up and we're ready to go. We've had a lot of fun here for the week that we're here. We really enjoyed it. And big thanks to Lyle and Linda. They're just across the bay there at the True Grid operation. They run that, and they're very gracious to us and helped us out quite a bit, a few problems that we had. And also big thanks to Jeff Woolridge, who actually owns this place, that let us come here and film all this. So it's been a really exciting week. You know, we found really interesting stuff. There's a huge ore crusher that's underground, about 4 stories high, that we found. And just the buildings here. There's a whole, there's a coke plant here. There's a whole kiln. They made their own bricks here, and there's still furnaces still there. There's still bricks in the furnaces that before they shut it down. The powerhouse, just a massive powerhouse. It's interesting. Got a lot of really good drone footage here. And also the dam is just a fascinating structure, and just everything, and how massive this is. And this is the largest copper smelter ever in the British Empire. So there was bigger ones in the States, but not in the British Empire. So and you know, just a really fascinating place. And if you want to come and visit, they're you know, they're taking tours here, and you can come here and stay in Anyox, and they'll take you the tour, and you can see some of these places for yourself while they're still standing.
Talk, cut to the chase. Time's running out, and the using live days. Streets infected.